Alright, so one of the things I'm going to do today is go over some of my nymphing strategies with my rigs. Got my indicator rig and my Euro rod out here today. And I just kind of want to go over when I decide to throw each rig and what water types I fish them in and where they kind of excel or have some drawbacks. So hopefully I can go through some of that stuff today and actually catch some fish while doing it. So we've come to the first spot. It's kind of a riffle up above me that's got two channels, and they both kind of swing around this bend and then dump into the top of this run here, and there's kind of a little deep area where they both meet. Looks like a pretty good spot. Anytime two current seams meet and kind of create like a soft pillowy area, it's a good spot to hold trout. So I'm gonna go through here with my Euro rig first. I think this spot would kind of fish well with both rigs, but I kind of like the accuracy and ability to kind of pinpoint where I'm fishing with the Euro rig. So let's go through here. My Euro rig's got a Stonefly and a thread Frenchie on right now, but I like to change flies up a lot, so we may not be too committed to that setup. If you haven't been able to tell yet, I'm kind of a junk fisherman. I like to switch my rig around until I really get it locked in. But let's start fishing through here. So I fished through that with my Euro rig, didn't get anything. Now I'm gonna go back through it with my indicator rig. So this next spot, you can see there's kind of a deeper area along this channel, but the water's pretty swift and there's not a lot of big rocks to kind of break up the current in something like this. But we have a current break on the far edge with those rocks and kind of a soft spot along that bank that's got enough depth to hold a fish. This is the type of water that you'd struggle pretty hard to fish an indicator rig across this fast current, but you can keep your line above it and kind of cross it with the Euro rig. So let's see if we can get one out of that little spot. There we go. Right where it should have been. See, it would have been really hard to hook this fish or get this fish to take on the indicator rig. But easy drift on the Euro. And there we have our first brown trout of the day on the thread Frenchie. Squirt out right in the top of the mouth. All right, let's see if there's another one holding in that little seam. There we go. That feels like it might be a decent fish. Just gonna try and keep side pressure on him and bring him up towards me. I'm kind of in fast current here, which makes landing a little tougher. Ooh, a nice brown. Get his head up. Come on. There we go. Nice brown. On the thread Frenchie again. Chunky. Oh. I did get this fly caught up in my net as I was landing and I felt it break off. Okay. Oh, on the thread Frenchie. It's a fat fish. It's a really nice fish though. Beautiful. Looks like they're starting to color up a bit for the spawn. Alright, this is one of those spots that's a long, deep run and soft area, but you can't get aggressive with your wading because it's too deep. This is one of those spots where you can really only fish an indicator rig, and you might pass up or miss a lot of the strike zone with your indicator or with your Euro rig. So let's see if we can pull one out of here. Don't have much of a back cast. There we go. Real subtle take on that one. What do you take? The Caddis? Yep. Little brownie. Alright, you've got a long, deep pool here, perfect for an indicator rig. Would be pretty tough to get the right drift with a Euro rig. Not impossible, but there we go. Little guy. Oh, came off. But it's pretty much what you would expect in there. So in a spot like this, you're just kind of looking for any hesitation or anything that looks unnatural. I like to use smaller thingamabobbers just because you can kind of tell the subtle stuff more. I feel like people, or if you use those big ones, you miss a lot of the subtle takes. I know sometimes you gotta use the big ones to see them, but I pretty much exclusively use a small little, this is my high vis one, this is white. I use a clear one a lot too. Another little guy. Oh, came off too. Just tough to keep those little guys pinned with barbless sometimes. Alright, we've got a nice drop here around a bend. Just gonna nymph through here with the Euro rig to start. Little guy. Like right at my feet. Thread Frenchie. A little guy. On the Stonefly, my little Devil Stone that I did a tutorial on last week. Little guy. Caddis. There we go. Angry guy. Just keep some side pressure on him, wear him out a little bit. Get his head up. It's a nice brown. On the thread Frenchie again. Pretty fish. Let's release him. Alright, this is a great little spot. It's got some depth and a lot of pocket water above it to wash some food down in here. See if we can get something. There we go. Right at the end of the drift. Whitey. On the Duracell. There we go. Thread Frenchie. Little guy. Little guy right in the little shallow ripple. Like 6 inches of water maybe. There we go. Oh, came off of my feet. Right where he should have been now. You can kind of see there's some fast current over here, but there's this kind of dead spot along the seam. They're just kind of lined up in it. Let's keep going. There we go. Right at my feet. Okay, one. This guy took the Duracell as well. Alright, let's see how many of these other little spots will hold fish. Maybe some of these up here will. Like over here. There we go. Pocket water, guys. From the Duracell. So this is where the Euro rig really excels, when you can just pick apart little, like 2 foot by 2 foot spots Like that one came in that little dead area underneath that rock right there. There we go. And the Duracell again. There's one. Oh! Farmed him. Kind of in that shade line. So now we've got this deep spot on our right. This channel should hold some fish. It's got broken rocks in it, which is good current breaks. There's a soft channel on the other side of it that is below that log jam up there. There we go. Come on. There we go. On the Duracell. That soft little edge. Alright, let's keep working our way through that. There we go. Another little guy on the Duracell. Those are definitely BWOs coming off. They're dark and gray. Oh. Stacked up on that edge. The little guy. See him? if I can get down here safely. Oh. Oh, it's all wrapped up. Get this hook out on the caddis. There we go. Little guy. There we go, another little brown. So I'm headed back to the car. So that'll do it for the day on the Middle Provo. It was fun. We caught a lot of fish nymphing and another bonus hopper fish that you guys can watch after this outro. But I hope you were able to get a little bit of information about my thought processes on using indicator rigs and the Euro rig, what water types I prefer to use each in, and the strengths and weaknesses of each of them. Probably didn't do the best job of describing it, but hopefully from the video you can kind of see how I put it into practice. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm really happy with the amount of subscribers we've had, and I really appreciate everyone that comes back and watches all my videos. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. There we go. On the hopper. Oh. There, get down right here. Oh. Oh, operator.